Ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
Hello, can I please get an ambulance to Bustle Highway just opposite the Margaret River cheese factory? We've had a car crash. One girl is breathing but not responding.
He had hit the gravel and overcorrected to get back onto his side of the road, and it just caused an angular T-bone. I pulled over straight away and called 000.
Yeah, we were informed of a head-on crash on Bustle Highway, and then it's in a high-speed zone, 110 k's an hour, so we attended out there, and there were a number of injured people in both vehicles. One vehicle had rolled on its side and one had sustained a huge amount of damage down the passenger side.
The driver was just extremely distressed. She was out of the car and yelling and screaming, and turned back to the car and started telling me to help her sister. She was in the front passenger seat and she took the brunt of the impact.
On arrival, I was aware that Rikki was comforting the driver of the vehicle. She was hysterical. There was her sister in the passenger seat.
I got to her and she definitely wasn't breathing. I checked every pulse, neck and wrist, and no air was coming out of her airways. I lifted up her head and opened up her airways. Once I had done that, I actually got the boyfriend to continue doing it for me while I actually left the scene for a little bit and stopped some traffic. And then when I got back to her, she was definitely breathing again.
For us, having attended those sort of scenes, we kind of know what to expect. But for Rikki, a 17-year-old, having no exposure to that sort of stuff, extremely confronting.
I was one of those people who did everything. I turned the ignition off on the car, and I don't remember a lot of it. I can imagine I was feeling pretty scared. But yeah, I'm just glad I could do what I did and did everything, really.
A number of things going on, multiple people that are hurt. Yeah, that's a lot to take in for a 17-year-old.
I think just because I witnessed it and saw the impact and everything, it was extremely hard to get my head around. I'd just seen something like that, and yeah, it was extremely horrific, yeah. It probably changed how aware I was on the road and am on the road. It makes me a better driver and more aware. I definitely have no sympathy for anyone who decide to do silly things and put other people's life at risk. But it's definitely changed the way I drive and how I look at people when they drive and what they're doing and their actions. It's definitely had a positive impact somewhere along the line. A huge learning curve.
Rikki's actions were vitally important. She made a very, very good assessment of the victims, and that ability to open up that airway when he had an unconscious patient slumped forward definitely could have saved a life.
I think knowing what to do when you get to a situation like that could be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, injuries and accidents can happen anywhere and any time. Having that knowledge, the ability to be able to treat that casualty straight away, it's crucial, and it plays a huge part in the outcome for that person.
Having witnessed the car accident just 2 months into my driving, I would strongly emphasise that young drivers take up a first aid course. It's a skill that most people should have, and Click to Save is just a great, easy, quick way to do it. You can learn all the basics and use those skills in a situation where you might need them.